Hello everybody, welcome back to Greenwood Gardens. This is garden tour week number 7 and we're starting to see a lot of fruit being put on these plants. So I'm going to do a quick one today because I'm just going to show you kind of like a highlight of what is going on back here. And the sunflowers are opening and I'm so excited. So let's take a look. Okay, we are going to start over here with the tomatoes. The Brad's Atomic Grape are putting on a ton, and I picked a couple and we've actually enjoyed our first ones and they're delicious. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Over here, not as many fruits, but we have gotten to enjoy one of those, and these by far are my favorite. They're the most delicious, they're the sweetest, and I just love them. He's actually pretty ready, so I'm gonna pick him off, loose him in the ground, and put him in my little basket. This is what I've harvested so far this evening. A zucchini, some purple potted pole beans, 2 corns, 2 Anaheim peppers, and then just a couple little purple blueberries. And then more Brad's Atomic Grape. And we're getting our first guy here, and it's the Berkeley Tide. I'm really excited about these because I think they're gonna look really cool. And then this San Marzano is just loaded down, like so many. I actually had to cover some of these guys because they were hanging down and touching the straw, and I didn't want anything to happen to them. So over here in the cucumber watermelon jungle, we're starting to have a lot of powdery mildew, and I really don't know why, because in Southern California it hasn't rained at all. So I'm thinking maybe I'm watering this bed too much. It's starting to not look great, but we have a ton of cucumbers on it, like a ton. I don't know if you can see over there. There's like 6. And then I've bagged up my watermelons, and I got them these cute little stands so they're not on the ground, because I want to guarantee myself at least 1 watermelon. So see this guy? He didn't get pollinated, so I'm just gonna snap him off. But we have another little watermelon hanging out over there. More cucumbers. We have had to take off quite a bit of foliage. And the corn is being thinned out, kind of harvesting as we need it. And then down here you can see, oh, this guy is probably ready. Pineapple. Oop. Garden candy. And purple jalapenos are getting ready. Another ground cherry plant with some more getting ready to pop off. And the yard long beans are putting their first flowers out. And they have grown all the way across the trellis now. And there is one of the mammoth sunflowers. I'm not gonna lie, I thought the head was gonna be bigger. It's about the size of a salad plate. But it's just so cool. So this one hangs down, but this one right here is the real star of the show. I mean, look at the background of the sunset. It's just amazing, perfectly straight. I'm thinking it's 15 feet tall, at least. This one hasn't opened yet. And then this guy, Okay. This guy, I have him bagged so we can guarantee that we are getting some of those seeds. The ever trusty zucchini, pumping them out. Let that one get a little bit bigger. Put my ground cherry in there. Pepper jungle update. So to give them some water because they're a little bit shriveled. But we're getting some little fruits. Little jalapenos. Some more bell peppers. More jalapenos. And then just a ton of the red chilies. Just waiting on them to turn red. This guy's starting to. So that'll be exciting. Over here, my volunteer tomato plant is just going crazy. Putting on all this fruit, but somebody, tomato hornworm probably, is frolicking about in here. But there's just, look at this guy. Tons of fruit happening. And even more blossoms. The lovely passiflora with some blooms. One over there. Check out the desert rose. Each year it gets like 3 more blossoms. So this is the fiery star desert rose. And in about October, depending on how cold it is, I'll bring him inside. And I put him under one of our leopard gecko's heat lamps. And then every spring I bring him back outside. Gotta put him in a new pot. We're going on year 4. Welcome to Kajari Melon City. We have a ton of little guys growing. But, star of the show, boom, look at him. Look at how cool, in his little cradle. Little baby. Love him. The summer Valentine Day lilies have finally opened. Of course, they are open during the day. This is the evening. But I do have some pictures of how beautiful they are on my Instagram. But I love them. African blue basil, bee's favorite pastime. Another little Kajari melon. The beans are not loving the heat, but the zinnias are. We have some bug damage, some shriveling, but mostly we're decent. Oh, my hair wet. A ton of these guys on this one. Kind of hard to tell if they're ripe or not. You kind of have to look at their little bottoms. Because of the anthocyanins, they get a lot of sun, so they're pretty deep purple. Oh, this guy has a little friend ate him. Look at that. Look at how purple they are. So cool. Look at this one. I love it. So this one, I'm thinking now that we have a ton of fruit, it's the Amish paste. I mean, look at these guys down here at the bottom. They're gonna throw me off. And then look at this guy. It's a huge, it's a thick tomato. And then, I mean, that speaks for itself. I'm interested to weigh what comes off of this plant. We have one starting to ripen. I'm excited to try these. I've never had these ones before. They're the purple bumblebee tomato, which is different from this. Don't remember what these are. Had them marked, it's gone. Alright. Little tiny okras. Excited about those guys. Some more peppers. And then first Alabama red okra. Starting. Another guy's still rehabbing underneath there. And then my little lone not a pena. I could probably pick him. Let's do it. Perfect specimen right there. Come on over here. Corn's still doing well. Mulched a little bit more. And then transplanted tomatoes are looking all right. Put another Berkeley Tide right there. Some more purple bumblebees, and then Aunt Molly's German green. Getting some fruit on here. Looks good. More up at the top. And then this guy's another purple bumblebee. Loaded down with fruit. So guys, that is quick, sweet garden tour. Just look at those sunflowers against that sky. Beauteous. Alright. Thank you again for joining me on this quick little garden update, week number 7. Oh, there's the shade cloth that I used while it was 100 degrees out last week. And I will see you on the next one. Bye!